Yo, I want you to know every single day I wake up and I see the exact same mess you see. The price is in down, which is the opposite of up. It's been a poopy experience of this crypto cycle so far, but I still believe. Oh, what was that? Every day, by the way. Every day. Richard Hart's a genius. This is from the context of having his office right in front of a sandwich shop right on top. I'm joking. Actually, no, I'm not really joking. It is a genius idea, but he's a genius, fans. You just look. He got the stablecoin narrative 4 years ago. You're not human. You tapped into the universe somewhere. Friends, you don't fluke that, okay? You know stuff. It's crazy, okay? And once again, you will learn this, okay? Every day, I'm seeing people that don't get, why would you even need a pDAI? Why would you need a stable coin? We have one out here. Your exogenous linked stable coin or your $90 liquidity endogenous stable coin ain't good enough, okay? We need a real decentralized stable coin. We need a special economic zone in crypto. We need a zone that is nation state resistant. That's what I believe. Okay. I also believe the blockchain is free speech. I believe in real crypto. Yeah. We only have this industry because Satoshi looked at the government and he said, oh, I believe we need a network, a store of value, a money the government can't touch. And look where we are now. These are the things that lead everything to the future. By the way, did you know Marie, our friends, a Tropa dev, when they did the famous video in front of Zurich, it was at the juice market. I mean, these are going wild, friends. Like, apparently, obviously, I'm the pDAI dev now. I'm coding away some stuff. Please don't go to zero. Please stop dumping Mr. Vietnamese Don Kid. The conspiracy theory continues. He shout out to my friend Crusher as well. I love all your work and videos, friends. You are awesome. Also, if you go back and watch the videos, people want to look at context stuff. I have the belief this guy ain't retarded. Okay? Look, I'm just saying. I think, friends, like, you gotta understand it from my perspective, man. I've got no skin in the game. Like, I don't have to hate someone individually. I could hate them. Okay? I could go hate individual people, okay? I'm just telling you. And by the way, yeah, friends, I got dunked with my Atropa bags. Oh! Crushed. But I should be I should be one of the angriest. I should be. But I understand what's going on, man. Okay? I think they had to remove a lot of the bonding to carry the ship. I think, remember Ethereum, friends, I don't, no one's told me, I don't know where it's come from. I think Ethereum is the culprit. I think Ethereum is just underperforming. Some captain's call decisions had to get made. That's what I'm feeding. Also, my video here, and my comment, remember when Maria made the videos, we all thought Ethereum was going to go up to $15,000 plus and it would not capitulate lower. That was a different context out here. Shout out to my friend Mr. HexJam Hex as well for your wonderful videos. Okay, so that's what the context is. Back then, we didn't think ETH would be 2K, man. Like, but 1,800, you know, I see a 1 and an 8. I did not, man. That was Ethereum's price in August 2022, bro. What are you doing down here? What are you doing down here, Ethereum? What are you doing down here? Markets, man. That's what they do, man. That's why only the strongest believers make it. Remember some crypto friendship from Shout to Colin as well. I'll cover this in Juicy News. April 1st is like the fractal of the government global M2 stuff out here. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. And that's April, friends, not next month. Sorry, May. Not April. It's May, which is a month later. So it could be 30 days of poopiness of crypto. We'll see. Also, remember, friends, we've already seen magic on PulseChain. Look at the pUSDC to pDAI peg. This is on PulseChain, bro. pUSDC. There's no dollars in the bank account backing it. Look at the pDAI. There's nothing. There's no crypto backing it. There's not even any vaults open. Yet the bells and whistles are working out. Thank you to my friend, Mr. PlsDotWin. Mr. PlsDotWin, keep doing what you're doing. I love all your comments. You see me out there. I'm the one, I'm liking a lot of your stuff. I'm sharing a lot of your stuff. Okay, bunch of lost souls in Twitter spaces, scared poopless, arguing about the path forward and future of Pulse Chain. Meanwhile, the most bullish possible outcome is already staring them in the face. The Pulse Chain curve pools are already being rebalanced. pUSDT heading for a straight 1-to-1 peg with pDAI. Remember, friends, I did make a video out here, and I think I mentioned in my friend tech. Yeah, if you want to punt on pDAI, get pUSDT. I've been talking about this months ago. Maybe like many months ago. It could be happening right now. Let's see where it is right now. This is the pUSDT pDAI ratio. It's only like, cool, 37% up here. If that happens, man, that'll be some wacky stuff. But that magic's already happening. Also, crazy information. pUSDC has already been pegged to pDAI for 7 months. Friends, it's basically, okay, how I'm interpreting it. It's okay, not Richard Hart. It's someone out there, benevolent actor, showing you, if you look at stuff on the chain, it's showing you what's possible. It's like God's performed the miracle, showing you what's possible. That's what I'm just seeing good stuff. That's how I'm interpreting it. Some people say it's random, it's weird. Okay, bro, that's okay. You have that opinion. I don't think it's random. I think it's a message. I got long because of it. That's me. Okay, I respect your opinion. If you don't like it, click sell, bro. It's fine. That's completely fine. Okay, the soy cabal is only coming from one angle. The soy cabal are trying to impose their own will and stuff. We'll see. The near rainbow and aurora bridges to optimism, Polygon, Arbitrum-based mantle with all the stablecoin liquidity pools has already been fixed. They needed to facilitate the rush that will come to Pulse Chain. The 2023 inflation bug, which minted 75% of the current pDAI supply, was fixed. Don't trust me? Look at the charts. Maybe it's just magic. You see that, friends? That's what made it. Man, that's some crazy stuff. Man, that's wild. How'd you test that, bro? That's just... He's talking about this inflation bug, okay? We minted, like, friends, we minted 4x the supply. So we had 6 billion coins. We minted 300% more coins. No one said anything. We went down here, okay? 555,555x to a dollar. Now we have like 2% inflation. Suddenly it's a problem. Look, I don't give a shit what you think, bro. I'm just telling you that's irrational to me. How come you said nothing when there was 300% inflation? And by the way, the market bought it up anyway. And now suddenly 3% inflation, you're losing your chops. What's your explanation for that? Because Richard said so? If that's your explanation, okay. That's not good enough for me. Because one founder said something on a Twitter where he may or may not be saying something totally opposite on the blockchain, which is also free speech. That's just me. And by the way, old Richard would agree with me. I've already shown you the tweets. Old Richard said, a founder is nothing compared to the code and the community. That is a Richard Hart tweet, word for word. I made a whole video on it. Yes, my nipples remain pegged. I find it very interesting the pDAI to pulse ratio as well is nice and strong. Green weekly candle. Look, friends, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm just gonna show it to you, okay? And I don't give a shit. You have other stuff you don't like to know. I don't give a crap, bro. I'm not here. I'll be honest. I love yous, okay? I'm making content for you, bro. Okay? I'm not making content for you. I'm making content for me, okay? I do the research. I want to find out when prices are mega cheap, is there a slight possibility the crowd could be wrong? That's what I care about. That is maximum opportunity, all right? I'm not going to waste my time with like another Ansem 15th dog with hat cat coin meme thing that may or may not get listed on Kraken and be one of the other 16,000 JPEGs on Solana that may or may not get rugged in 15 seconds. I don't care about that, bro. I got no edge there. No one's got edge there except the insiders in the LA Vape Cabal. I'm trying to find this. All right? Now, I'm going to tell you how I see it, and I don't care if it's wrong. But if I were you, I'd pay attention. So, Mrs. Hexagon, who warns you about admin keys? This guy. That is a Studio Ghibli of Richard Hart. Okay? Mr. K9. Mr. K9 replies, who shilled pDAI 6 times and then called it an exploit? Richard Hart. Who said yield farming is stupid but then launched a yield farm? Richard Hart. Who said memes are poison but launched the meme launcher? Richard Hart, Pump Tires. Who called Satoshi a coward for disappearing then disappeared himself? That guy. And then This gentle sir, Mr. Pulse Chain, Crypto Dips, replies, he said there were no admin keys and then said maybe there were admin keys. He said both things. Also, Mrs. Hexagon, next thing. Let's read Mrs. Hexagon. You go with the most recent information as knowledge, and understanding evolves over time. Not to mention, anyone could have looked into it themselves and seen stables have admin keys. Doesn't take much digging. If you're lazy, you can even have AI break it down for you in plain English. So I want you to pay attention to the first sentence. Thank you, Mrs. Hexagon. I know you don't follow me. Maybe you did unfollow me. Who cares? Okay, I don't care. But thank you. It's kind spark of my imagination. That first comment. Because I literally talk about universe bringing us together. Friends, I've been talking for 24 hours about recency bias, where new information comes in, Richard Hart saying he doesn't like something, people smack it in their head, and then they give it the highest weight, so they have irrational fear. So you forget the past 15 things which showed he may or may not like pDAI, for example, or anything else. And so you remove them, and because the new information is new, that's how we're hardwired, friends, right? We're hardwired as humans. We're like, everything that's happened in your past, it gets put at the back, and because you're trying to survive, right? You might see like a new tiger appear, a new woolly mammoth that's coming here trying to take your orange juice from your babies. Okay, so your body has to like really focus on the new information. You're getting like a dopamine hit. Do you know that? New information. So we have a recency bias all the time. Bzzz. New. That's TikTok brain generation, by the way. That's why they're always scrolling. New information. Recency bias, okay? Now, let me tell you what I'm going to add to this. He's going to give you new recent information later on. And it will allow you to update your worldview. Okay? That's how these stories go, by the way. Government does it. The Bible does it. All these stories, that's how they go. So remember, you read it again. He's going to give you new recent information later on. Later on. There'll be some sort of update. Somewhere where there's another shift in the story. And it ain't as bad as the past 11 FUD waves. And then, after that, I'm going to do a breaking news video. And I'm going to come back to something similar to this video right now. And I'm going to reference my post to Mrs. Hexagon. And I'm going to say to her, see, I told you he was planning for this years ago. Remember the new recent information? I go, hey, see, look at the new recent information. Told you something new was going to come out. And it's changed the trajectory of the story to be less negative, maybe more neutral now, and then eventually bullish. Eventually. See, I told you I was planning this years ago. But most people, they'll be in too much denial and shock. So he might even have to like add a tweet to like smooth it over. And he'll have to say, this new information totally happened all organically and naturally without planning. And then the people following will continue along the path. They'll probably put me on mute. Because, why, friends? It's too much of an ontological shock. It's too much to handle. Yeah. It's like we know we're in a simulation, but if you could really see who's pushing the buttons behind, we couldn't handle it. We couldn't handle it. Like, just imagine we found out. It really is like the Truman Show. In the Truman Show, Jim Carrey, he lives in the freaking bubble. Everyone knows about him. Everyone's been watching from outside his whole life. Like, his whole life basically is an orchestrated world. The whole thing's programmed. Everything. Imagine how would humanity react It probably is like this, by the way, friends. A lot of times I get an idea in my head. You guys are thinking about the same shit. And we like talk about it. I'm like, dude, I literally had that idea in my head like 3 hours ago. We're downloading stuff from like this same source, but we don't know who's putting the information into this source pool. Where is it coming from? We have no idea. It's a cloud. Our brains are, we're satellites. It's being sent into us. But it's too much of a shock for people to like actually be like, whoa, this has been happening the whole time? And we just got a snippet here. My Nippuru Shute Pegdu. Thank you to Mr. K9 for that lovely 1990s SNES arcade stuff out here. Also, Mr. Fast Abdul, 10 points for use of the word ontological. Scott, this poop is officially sick and twisted now. Habib. Nikolai is dead, bro. Nikolai's dead, okay? Gaten Adams, he made Uniswap. He gets popular in August of 2020. 4.5 months later, JP Mosquito has shut his bank account down, okay? They've strangled him by, I was going to say balls. I don't know what he's got. Did you see? Bro, you literally become a target, okay? You literally on the target, bro. I'm not, look, guys, I'm not joking, bro. Go watch Praveen's videos, the Indian dude, okay? He can't even talk about UFOs on his YouTube channel because he hit the 1 million subscriber follower number. Bro, I'm telling you, see, I'm giving you ontological shock. When you hit a certain size of viewers, once you hit a certain size of popularity, a certain size of dollars, they start watching. I promise you. I promise you, okay? They start watching. Your language has to change. They start deleting your stuff, okay? I'm not making this up. Now, just imagine you're a controversial crypto billionaire founder that's against every exchange on the system who believes in some stuff that the government doesn't really want the population to be thinking about. Like total free speech on a blockchain? You got to be kidding me, bro. Do you see? See, friends, you and I, we're not playing that game, bro. I know what game you're playing. You've got 16 grand in crypto. You're trying to make a 50x. You're going to get 600K, pay some taxes. Maybe you've got a house, a deposit. You can buy maybe 1 or 2 units or something for yourself. Maybe it's positively geared. Maybe, and eventually it pays itself off. And you're like, okay, so that's a game you're going to play, bro. Richard Hart, bro, it's been like 24 years. He solved that game. He's on a totally different game now. Okay. He's probably trying to become a trillionaire. There's a reason why in 2021 he just kept replying under Elon. I'm telling you guys. It's just a different game, bro. It's a different game. A lot of people, friends, that's why it's rare. You don't get to his game, dude. A lot of people, they're like, you know what? I'm going to have some kids, take them to soccer on Saturdays. I'm done with this. You know what I mean? A lot of people are like that. But then some people, super special, they're like Elon. He's on like kid number 13 now. Hell, he's probably got another 3 he doesn't know about. Do you see? They're just different, friends. These people, they are the 0.1% of society. Okay? They literally, friends, I've met in a rare time. I've spoken to people like billionaires like this, like, bro, this guy's brain, like, that's why I've spoken to them. You can learn by osmosis some things, but if they're not around you, like, it's just too difficult, man. Like, there's the stuff they do by default to get out of bad situations and get in good situations. You just forget it, bro. Just forget it. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm telling you, they're playing a different game. Okay? You and I, we're here for the ride. That's it. All right? Now, it doesn't feel like a ride. I'll be honest. It feels like this roller coaster doesn't even have the up part. It's just like straight face plant into the cement. I know it feels like that, but if it works out, that's what we're here to do. Okay? Special economic zone, decentralized stable coin. He's not the founder of this. No one is the founder. Okay? If it works out. If it works out. I don't know. Like, subscribe. Catch you soon.